Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're stepping back a bit, taking a break from the big headlines.
Yeah, to focus on something maybe more personal.
Exactly, something really immediate, which is, well, your own capacity to shine. We've got this fantastic blog post here.
Right, the source material.
It's from Karrie Massotti at the Sparkle Lounge, dated November 8th, 2025. And the title is just perfect. Let yourself sparkle this season.
I like that. And our mission today, really, is to do a bit of a deep dive into this idea, this philosophy of intentional living she puts forward.
Intentional living.
Yeah, it's framed sort of as a counter-argument to all that, hustle culture pressure we feel.
Constantly.
We're looking at how she suggests women can reprioritize and find that inner glow or sparkle. And it seems very much aimed at midlife confidence, judging by the tags.
Yeah, that comes through strongly. And I really like how she starts. Right off the bat, she doesn't say you need to find your glow.
No, she says you already have it.
You already possess it. And it's a light that she argues is totally independent of external stuff, like circumstances, status, or that crazy to-do list.
That's such a crucial reframing, isn't it? Because right away, she establishes self-worth as something inherent inside you, not something you have to, earn or achieve. And that distinction, I think, is what makes this piece feel different, instantly compelling.
Okay, so if the glow is always there, the big question then is, well, why does it feel like it gets dimmed so often? And she's pretty clear on that. She points to stress, obviously, but also that constant comparison trap.
Oh, the scrolling comparison.
Totally.
Yeah.
And she nails that feeling. She calls it the who even am I right now moments. We've all been there.
Absolutely. And if you look at the bigger picture, like the hustle culture context, what she's really attacking is this modern idea that joy or rest are rewards you only get after you've been maximally productive.
Right. Like you have to earn your downtime.
Exactly. And she identifies the specific thing that dims the light, spending whole seasons just, focusing on obligations, just hustling to get through it all.
Without stopping to actually enjoy it.
Right. No enjoyment, no inhabiting the moment.
So the fix isn't about pushing even harder or adding another self-help task to the list.
No, it's a shift, a fundamental shift in intention.
She says do things differently this year. Intentionally let yourself sparkle. And not for anyone else.
That's key. Not to impress.
But just for you. For that internal feeling. To remember what it's like to be, as she puts it, lit up from the inside again.
That phrase, internal restoration, that's the core of it, I think. She's deliberately shifting the focus away from external performance, impressing others, and towards internal fulfillment. It's like she's saying, okay, I'm going to honor this season with intention, not just check off boxes. It's active, a conscious decision.
And the examples she gives are so relatable. They're not huge, dramatic things.
No, small things.
Like to wear something that makes me feel beautiful. Or even simpler, to look in the mirror and smile. It's about choosing the feeling over just the function or what's expected.
Yeah, those little micro actions, they can be the hardest things to do when you're feeling totally overwhelmed.
Oh, definitely.
When you're stuck in that obligation cycle, pausing for even a second of self-affirmation feels almost indulgent, like you're stealing time.
Right.
So her approach is basically to say, no, these feelings, these actions, they're legitimate. They're not optional extras. They should be mandatory.
Mandatory self-kindness. I like that. Which brings us neatly to really the core of her argument.
A mindset shift.
Yes. It's in the section she titles, This Season, Let's Stop Waiting. And she literally calls this idea a permission slip to shine now.
That phrase, permission slip, it really jumped out at me too, because it implies the biggest hurdle isn't actually the external stress.
It's us.
It's our own internal stuff, right? Like guilt, maybe? Or feeling like we haven't, earned the right to feel good yet.
Exactly. And she gets specific about where we get stuck waiting.
Yeah.
She lists 3 traps. Number 1, stop waiting until you feel caught up before you treat yourself.
Oof. That's a huge one, especially, I think, for the demographic she seems to be talking to, midlife women.
Right.
An audience that's likely spent decades putting everyone else's needs and deadlines first. Kids, partners, parents, work.
Everything.
So the idea of rewarding yourself when the list is still a mile long, it kind of goes against years of ingrained behavior.
It feels almost rebellious, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But in a good way.
A necessary rebellion, maybe.
Okay, point 2. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to wear the thing that makes you feel amazing.
Ah, the special occasion outfit that never gets worn.
Exactly. And number 3, stop waiting until the holidays are over to actually show up for your own joy. You know that feeling. January 2nd hits, and you finally exhale.
Oh, yeah. Survival mode is over.
She wants to dismantle that now, not wait for the relief later.
And she really grounds this urgency by painting these, like, imperfect pictures. She says, shine even if dinner is takeout. Even if the tree is still in the box in the garage. It just hammers home the message. Radiance is a choice you make. A mindset.
Independent of perfect circumstances.
Right. It's not the prize you get at the finish line. It's the fuel you use along the way.
And we should circle back to the audience context here. Those tags she used, confidence after 40, midlife confidence, they're important clues.
Definitely.
This message feels very tailored. It's like reassurance for women who might feel like their own growth has stalled, or maybe that their value has somehow faded over time.
Yes, it's a powerful validation, giving permission, like you said, to access that confidence that's already there.
Reclaiming it.
And reclaiming visibility, too, I think. Midlife can sometimes bring this feeling of becoming a bit invisible as roles shift.
That's a really good point.
So this message encourages taking charge of your own, presence and emotional state.
Okay, so we've got the internal mindset piece established, the self-permission. But then the article takes a bit of a turn, doesn't it? An interesting one.
It pivots, yeah.
It connects that internal feeling to, well, external representation, saying the two should match up.
Yes, that transition is really important. We get to the section titled, "The Sparkle Outside Should Match the Sparkle Within."
Okay, but wait. Doesn't this get a little tricky? We start with this really pure idea, internal self-worth, not earned, just is. And then, bam, we're talking about a specific product, the Park Lane Holiday Capsule Collection, 15 pieces of breathtaking, twinkle-worthy jewelry. Doesn't that risk, I don't know, cheapening the original message?
That's a fair question, is a critical tension, for sure. But I think the author anticipates that.
How so?
She frames it carefully. She makes it clear she's not just talking about the items as, things to buy. She's focusing on what they represent.
The symbolism.
Right. How they function as symbols, as anchors for that internal decision she talked about earlier. The jewelry becomes like a physical reminder of the mindset shift.
Okay, so let's dig into that symbolism then, because that seems to be the real insight. She mentions 3 core ideas the external sparkle stands for. First, it represents that it's okay to take up space.
Yeah, that makes sense. Jewelry, especially something described as twinkle-worthy, it's inherently visible, isn't it?
It draws the eye.
It's like tangible proof of that internal choice to be seen, not just blend in, an unapologetic statement, I'm here.
Okay. Second, she says it represents that it's okay to want to feel radiant.
Giving permission for desire.
And third, that we are allowed to enjoy beauty without needing a special occasion. No invitation required, no perfect excuse, just because.
It's about democratizing that feeling of glamour, maybe? Making self-expression an everyday thing, not just for holidays or parties.
So the external item, the jewelry in this case, it's acting like a prompt.
Exactly. A strategic justification, if you will. The physical object serves as this constant, tangible reminder of the promise you made to yourself.
The promise to feel worthy and visible, regardless of the messy reality.
Right. The external sparkle just amplifies or cues the internal decision you already made.
That distinction feels really important. And she sums it up with that quote you mentioned. Sometimes the sparkle isn't about the necklace. It's about who you become when you wear it.
Yeah. It's not just decoration. It's embodying the confidence and exercise in it.
Okay, so bringing this all together, what's the main takeaway for someone listening?
Well, I think this deep dive into the Sparkle Lounge gives us a pretty clear mandate, really. It's a strategy for intentional living.
Intentionally choosing joy.
Choosing joy over just grinding through obligations, yeah. And rejecting comparison, rejecting stress as the main drivers, and maybe most fundamentally, refusing to wait.
Refusing to wait for permission.
Permission from others, or even from yourself, conditioned by, perfectionism. Permission to feel beautiful, worthy, radiant now, not later.
And she ends with those 3 really punchy points. Things she wants you to remember. 1, you don't have to tone it down.
Don't shrink yourself.
2, you don't have to wait your turn.
Claim your space now.
And 3, you don't need anyone's permission to shine.
That's a really clear framework for self-empowerment. And it leads to a thought building on her idea that the sparkle outside should match the sparkle within.
Okay.
If that true unearned radiance really comes from intention, from that self-permission slip, then here's something for you, the listener, to think about.
Yeah.
What's one small intentional action you could take today? Something that needs absolutely no external item, no physical sparkle at all, but acts as that clear reminder of your own inner glow.
So connecting back to the internal source.
Exactly. What's an action that reinforces that feeling requires nothing but your own intention? Something to ponder as you maybe reclaim a little bit of your time and focus today.
That is a really powerful thought to end on. Finding the internal action. Okay, that's all the time we have for this deep dive.
Great discussion.
We'll catch you next time.